Shakur Stevenson puts on a masterclass and dominates Jemel Herring, battering him for 10 rounds to the stoppage. You know, I had made the first prediction of Jemel Herring getting knocked out by Shakur Stevenson in the 6th round. And I said it possibly can go to the decision, but I was leaning towards 6th round. Then I had came back and I was looking at the conference, and I was trying to really gauge everything from the conference, the mannerisms of both fighters. And Jemel looked a little nervous at first. Then I'm like, maybe that's just his game, poker face. Maybe he gonna go in there and try to punish Shakur Stevenson. And was I all the way wrong? Did a double prediction. I said KO for Jemel Herring late, and I said KO for Shakur Stevenson 6th round. Well, more than likely it go the distance, but I was way wrong on that, all around wrong. Boy, Shakur, he really put on a show, man. A lot of people saying Shakur Stevenson has arrived. He's here. Maybe, maybe not. I'll say maybe not is because look, first of all, let me say this. The boy is a bad boy. He's aggressive and looks like his power is he's starting to grow into his power. It was always this thing where people say growing, like these young fighters, they got to grow into their man strength. And it's looking like it, man. It looks like Shakur Stevenson is getting some pop on his punches. And he looked rather big in that ring, man. He's filling out. He's wide. He's gonna be, and he's not even in his prime yet, and he's doing shit like this, right? So he might be an issue. And I say might. The reason I say that is because Jemel Herring, I always say, I had said a couple of videos ago, I never thought he was all that of a special fighter. I never thought he was something to really brag about. And he's an older dude. He's 35 years old. Shakur was supposed to go in there and do that. You're supposed to go in there and style on him. Shakur definitely has excellent. He's a phenom, man. He's a phenom. But I have to say this: we still got to see him with some tougher dudes, man. I think Jemel Herring was. A lot will say that was a step up fight. I would say a slight step up. I wouldn't say it was a much of like worlds difference from Joet Gonzalez and all these other dudes. I wouldn't even say that, man. Jemel just a dude that just happened to, be a champion, man. You know what I mean? He's a real official champ, and Shakur had to go in there and grab that belt from him. But there's fighters that I would like to see Shakur tested. He wasn't tested in this fight, guys. He wasn't tested. Jemel Herring's heart was pulled from his chest from the beginning of that fight, and he never got it back. So his Shakur Stevenson skills was displayed excellently, but against somebody that didn't really press him. You gotta consider that, man. You gotta consider it, and I ride with Shakur. But I still got to put the question mark on him, man, because there's some dudes that I think will give him a run. And to be honest with you, man, there's not many dudes I think that's fucking with Shakur Stevenson. I'm gonna be real. From 130 to 135, I see him being a big problem, man. And I know a lot of people are gonna say he has no power. Listen, from the looks of that fight, I would say he has more power than Devin Haney. He might even when he moves up in weight, man, we might see some more. Like he might bring some more devastating power. You never know. When he moves up to 140 or 135, he might bring it. I gotta say, he's definitely, most of the people at 135, 130, he gives problems. He's beating most of them dudes there. With a few exceptions, I gotta that I want to see him in the ring with. And I already other channels have threw names out there, and I'm like, okay, nah, I don't think so. So let me just run down some of these dudes, man. I'm gonna run them down. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that in this video. Let me just finish with the post-fight thoughts. I thought he did excellent in that ring. He battered up Jemel Herring. Jemel Herring had no answers for anything Shakur had, man. He just was outclassed. He shut him out the whole fight. I think Jemel, I don't even think I could give Jemel a round, man. Split his eye up. He the ref stopped it. Jemel probably would have went all the way to 12. Was it a 12-round fight? Yeah, it would have went all the way to 12. But the ref jumped in and stopped it because his eye was swollen. His left was starting to bruise up. So he styled on Jemel, which he was supposed to do, man. So much love to Shakur Stevenson. Where does he go from here? I will talk about that in the next upcoming couple of videos, because I've just found out some things. I'm not sure how true it is, but it's a word on the street. And if it's true, boy, we got something big coming. And it's probably not going to be this year. Probably going to be 2022. But shout out to Jemel Herring for stepping it up, man. For stepping it to put his belt on the line. Where does he go from here, Jemel Herring? I don't know. I think his time has probably come and gone. I think, take a couple of more fights, maybe one more fight, and just retire. That's why I don't see him making any noise at 135 or at 130. Definitely not at 135. I think Jemel's best work is done already, But anyway, shout out to Shakur Stevenson, the new WBO 130-pound champion of the world. This is Rebel Life Boxing. I'll catch you guys later on the next one. Stay tuned.